Hi, everyone. My name is Virginia Dwan, also known as Mandarin Mama. I host the podcast, the Noona Army Podcast, where we discuss the particular aspects and challenges of being a middle-aged BTS fan. I'm a freelance writer and the entertainment editor for Mochi Magazine and the founder of Raising Asian, which is an intimate retreat for Asian, Pacific Islander, and Desi American creatives and influencers. For more information, please check out the link in the description. Today, my special guest, Katherine Shorter, is here with us to... She's been sucked into BTS, and so we're adding songs to her playlist.
Yes. I love it so much. So, yes, I'm Katherine. I'm half of the creators of Yoked, where we're helping to build covenant marriages through love and laughter. We started doing, I was first introduced to BTS in January at our Courage to Earn More retreat. Now I'm slightly addicted. I'm really excited to do these BTS videos. If you remember seeing me before, we did Mic Drop, where I was super excited to see Uncle Steve, and I still have not gotten my husband to dance, even though I learned all the choreography. Different stuff.
Oh, you've learned the choreography?
I told you I've been practicing.
We need videos, man.
I don't look nearly as good as I think.
No, who cares?
So yes, maybe we'll do a special episode with me trying to dance to my So yes, I'm excited to be back and being more introduced to more BTS stuff and doing more reaction videos. So I'm here.
Okay, so we've seen a few hype ones, and Katherine has asked, she had heard, I guess, where did you hear about the Black Swan? Or
I saw that you shared that they were on a talk show or something.
Oh, James Corden.
Yes, James Corden. And I think when we were at the retreat, I think Alicia got to watch that one, and I was like really curious, or she was supposed to watch that one because she does ballet. Yes.
She was supposed to, but I don't think we had time.
Yeah. So we definitely have to get her, because since she's trained in ballet, you definitely have to get her on there.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
So this song comes in two versions, and there's two performance videos for it. So the first one is actually BTS doesn't even feature in it. It's a Slovenian dance company, and it's just a performance video of them performing to this dance. So Black Swan means multiple things. I think there's 3 different meanings, but one is that it's like an outlier event, like because for a long time, people didn't believe that Black Swans existed.
Okay.
But Black Swan also, I'm just going to stop because I can't remember it, but there are multiple meanings for Black Swan. You know what? I'll look it up. Yes, it's an unpredictable or unforeseen event, and like something extremely rare. And in finance, it's like the disproportionate role of high-profile, hard to predict, and rare events that are beyond the realm of normal expectations in history, science, finance, and technology. That's the first definition for the Black Swan theory. Second is the non-computability of the probability of the consequential rare events using scientific methods. 3 is the psychological biases that blind people both individually and collectively to uncertainty and to rare events' massive role in historical affairs. Hold on a sec. What, baby? Go! Hey, 关门啊！关门！关the fucking 门! Oh. I might keep that in.
Wait, did you say close the door in Chinese?
Yes, but I added fucking in the middle.
Right, that was what I was laughing at. But you said Kwa the fucking men.
Guan the fucking men.
That was hilarious. Oh,
right.
It was so funny.
All right, so the first version of the song is pretty... Actually, I think I'll just let you watch it because I think they're pretty self-explanatory, but the versions are very different.
Okay.
And some people prefer one version over the other. So.
Okay.
마음에 튀지 않는데 너란 음악을 들을 때 It's not a full of 시간이 멈춘도 돼 Oh that could be my first days I've been always afraid of 이게 나를 더 못 뚫는다면 내가 숨을 더 털리게 못한다면 어쩜 이렇게 한번 죽겠지 아마 But what if the moment's right now 귓가에 누린 심장 소리만 뻔뻔뻔 벗어나려도 그 입속으로 점점점 어떤 노래도 알아듣지 못해 소리 없는 소리 질러 모든 빛이 침묵하는 바다에 길 잃은 내 발목을 또 잡아 어떤 소리도 들리지 않아 Killing me now do you hear me girl 홀린 듯 천천히 가라앉아 나 몸부림쳐 빠르서 방이 바닥난다 모든 순간들이 영원히 돼 Feeling me now do you hear me 좀 싫어 차라리 내 맘 녹아게 내가 뛰어들어갈게 가장 깊은 곳에서 나는 날 봤어 천천히 넌 오늘도 여기 나의 작업실 내 스튜디오 거실 파도 깜깜하게 나를 스쳐줘 절대 끌려가지 않을 거야 다시 또 inside I see myself 귓가에 빠른 심장 소리만 뻥뻥뻥 두 눈을 뜨고 나의 숲으로 점점점 그 무엇도 내 삼킬 순 없어 힘껏 나의 소리 질러 침묵하는 바다에 길 잃은 내 발목을 또 잡아 어떤 소리도 들리지 않아 Killing me now do you hear me 홀린 듯 천천히 가라앉아 나 몸부림쳐 빠르서 빨리 바닥나 모든 순간들이 영원히 돼 Feeling me now do you hear me
What'd you think?
It was overwhelming and very moving, and like I have goosebumps, and there was just so much. The is I guess he would be called the primo ballerina.
Oh yeah.
When like at the very beginning when he like popped his shoulder out and smacked his back, I was like, that's disgusting. But but I don't think it would have been as impactful if they had someone who didn't have that range of flexibility, because him being able to like over exaggerate his movements really made a difference. And the quote at the beginning that I'm totally going to mess up, but it said like a dancer dies twice, once when they stop dancing and the first death is more painful.
Yeah.
Like I'm not even a dancer, but I totally felt that. Like,
Yeah.
and then when they were dancing and he was kind of like in the cage with the pin lights, I thought of Maya Angelou's I Know Why the Cage Bird Sings.
Yeah.
And it's like, for people who aren't familiar with that, like she talks about how 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 like it basically like kills people inside, like when you have a story that you can't get out. Like that's why the cage bird sings. Like I'm like, you have a story that's trapped inside of you and you have to get it out. And you know, knowing anything about Maya Angelou, she had so many stories. She had such you know, all of her trials and tribulations made her who she was and helped her to, you know, encourage other people and help them to grow into who they were meant to be. And I saw like all of that in that performance, and like I have goosebumps now.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay, so now we have to do this again. Oh my gosh, I'm trying so hard not to cry.
It's okay to cry. Like I think I did a podcast episode about this song, and it's just like I felt like after I had children, I felt like I had died.
Yeah.
Like I felt like my identity had died. Like I didn't know who I was anymore, and it's only been recently that I've kind of reclaimed it or found it or was the person that I had wanted to be, you know. And it's just it's a very powerful song.
Yeah. And I mean, I commend you and admire you so much for being able to find yourself again, because so many people are never able to do that. And even with, like, I'm a huge proponent of marriage and, you know, coming together as one, but still being able to know who you are, and not losing yourself in the identity of being a wife or being a mom, because you're still an individual at the end of the day. Like, you still are you. But wow. Okay.
So
All
the
right.
second version is actually is the studio version.
Okay.
So and it's I preferred the studio version first, and then I realized I prefer listening to the version that we just saw more on.
Okay.
But I think they're both very valid. They're both good. It's just different.
Okay.
Oh, you forgot to share the screen.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
I thought I was sharing. My bad.
No worries.
Share screen. Okay. All right.
심장이 뛰지 않는데 너는 음악을 들을 때 또 trying to pull up 시간이 멈춘 듯해 Oh that will be my first dance I'll be nowhere so find up
이게 나를 더 못 뚫린다면 내 가슴을 더 떨리게 못한다면 어쩜 이렇게 한번 죽겠지 아마 But what if the moment's right now right now 귓가에 있는 이 심장 소리만 뻥뻥뻥 벗어나려도 그 입속으로 점점점 어떤 노래도 와닿지 못해 소리 없는 소리 질러 모든 빛이 침묵하는 바다에 이리는 내 발목을 또 잡아 어떤 소리도 들리지 않아 Killing me now do you hear me 홀린 듯 천천히 가라앉아 나 몸부림쳐 봐도 사방이 바닥난다 모든 순간들이 영원히 돼 Feeling me now do you hear me 이젠 너좀 싫어 차라리 내 맘 녹아게 내가 뛰어들어갈게 가장 깊은 곳에서 나는 날 봤어 천천히 난 눈을 떠 여기 나의 작업실 내 스튜디오 파도 깜깜하게 나를 스쳐줘 절대 흘러가지 않을 거야 다시 또 inside myself 귓가에 빠른 심장 소리만 뻥뻥뻥 두 눈을 뜨고 나의 숲으로 점점점 구원도 내 삼킬 순 없어 힘껏 나의 소리 질러 모든 빛을 침묵하는 바닥에 길 잃은 내 발목을 또 잡아 어떤 소리도 들리지 않아 Killing me now do you hear me holding 듯 천천히 가다는 장난 몸부림쳐 봐도 사방이 바닥나 모든 순간들이 영원히 돼 Feeling me now do you hear me
Okay.
Well, I guess that one's very overwhelming because they're all really attractive.
Um, but I mean, I think like with that one, the one with the dance studio was definitely more moving, but the studio version, I think it gave me a deeper understanding, maybe, of like what was going on, especially because listening to the studio version, and actually like seeing the words when he first the verse came on and was saying, "Do your thing," and then he says, "Tell me what's my thing," and that's kind of like the whole like my identity has been so defined by other people in other situations. Like, tell me who I am, and you know, as much as I'm a proponent for, you know, maintaining individuality, it's still something that I struggle with as, you know, being a blogger is, you know, we call it imposter syndrome. And we feel like, you know, who we are is not good enough and that we have to be like the next person to be successful and to make it. And I think sometimes we kind of sacrifice our identity and our unique purpose in life to try to be like someone else who we, you know, think is more successful or is more popular. And, you know, that's personally, like, that's my struggle. Like, I constantly feel like I'm an imposter all the time. And that watching the studio version, you know, kind of put me back in that mindset of like, yes, I can do my thing, but tell me what is it that I'm supposed to be doing?
Yeah.
So I really enjoyed that.
I think you would really I think you would just enjoy their concepts in general because you counsel people. You don't you have like some license thing?
Yes, my husband and I have a counseling and coaching agency that we run together. Yeah.
So like these last two albums, they're based off of Carl Jung's Map of the Soul. So it's like a Persona, which is kind of a 90s hip hop vibe song. Shadow, which is what I was going to show you before the song.
Okay.
And Ego, which is like the integration of all those things. Ego is more like a trap song. But it's just very interesting. I actually had Rhonda react to them because
cool
psychologist. But yeah, so it's I think you would really like them because they're always talking about identity, and that's why BTS resonated with me so much because it's like we're in our 40s. It's not like we've never seen a pretty boy, right? Like it's not like oh my god, abs! I've never seen that before. You know, it's like sex and all that stuff isn't like we understand that it's great and it's to be desired, but it's not like I'm not willing to like throw my whole life away for it, right? Like
Right, exactly.
So like the appeal to me of BTS isn't, I mean, of course packaging is important. But I think if they were just pretty and like just talent, like if their songs were like vapid and meaningless or just about like having sex or like falling in love with someone, which there's nothing wrong with these things, right? Like I like a good like hey kind of song as any lover, but I think what appeals to me the most and a lot of their fans is the fact that they explore identity. They talk about like the things that their fears, they're like being afraid to be themselves or being afraid to like lose themselves. So
yeah, I think very much, no matter if we are single, married, kids, no kids, whatever, like at our age we need something deeper, and we recognize that it's okay to have something deeper. Like when we were in our teens and early 20s, like it was totally fine to be like, nah, this doesn't mean anything, I'm just gonna do whatever. But now we've evolved to a place where it's like, okay, like you said, the packaging is really nice, but I can connect to them on a deeper level because that's what is meaningful to me at this point in my life. But it's really nice to have the packaging. We're not blind, we can still appreciate the packaging.
And I'd like to check out their packages. Oh, that's not what we're talking about. Thought it was a thirst post. All right.
Maybe you should have a spin-off podcast, BTS After Dark.
I've talked about sex a lot in BTS. I don't need anyone. I don't think people need to read about my proclivities or lack thereof. My husband's like, do you actually want someone to step on your face? And I'm like, no. Why would I want someone to step on my face? He's like, but you said step on me. I was like, do you not understand that he's like, no. And I was like, well, I mean, I'm not saying I want them to step on my face and choke me with their thighs, but I'm not saying that.
I will not snort.
But like, do I actually want my husband to choke me with his thighs? No, that seems really uncomfortable. But I would be really willing to see if I wouldn't mind it if they were to do it to me. For science, right? Like, I feel like these are things that we should explore.
I mean, hey. Yeah, I'll just leave you with that thought.
Yoked After Dark.
Yes.
Your Patreon. All right, now that we've traumatized people,
just a little bit, we'll be okay. If you need to talk about this, I'm a therapist or a counselor. So. Just
throw it out there. Right. Now that everyone knows that I'm a horrible person, it's great. So please like and subscribe, hit the notification bell, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.